I'm here with Wayne Brannon, the Executive Director of Chevrolet in Europe at the Geneva Motor Show here with the new Chevrolet Spark. Wayne, can you tell us how important this car is for Chevrolet?
It's huge. I mean, this is really the statement that we've needed to make for a long time, that we can be relevant, current, exciting in the mini car segment. So we've been waiting for this car for a long time, so to now have the world premiere of this car here in Geneva is just absolutely outstanding for us.
You mentioned how important the mini segment is. That is now really where Chevrolet needs to position itself in Europe.
Well, you know, we're positioning ourselves really across a broad variety of the segments, but the mini segment is growing very fast. It's a key entry point for buyers, and honestly, it's where people are looking to say, are you an environmentally responsible brand? Do you provide us the comfort and the convenience and the utility that we need for our families and for our lifestyles? And can you do it in a way that has that Chevrolet flair that we can deliver in some of the other products? So we're pretty optimistic about what this car is going to do, honestly.
So is it taking you in a different direction, or is it a direction that you've been planning for?
Well, look, I mean, the reality is we've been in transition for the last few years. We've been transitioning from the previous product portfolio to this new product portfolio of Chevrolets designed from the ground up to be, Chevys that everyone can connect to this brand image that they have in their mind about who we are and what we're doing. So this is a product renaissance that starts with the Cruze that we're launching right now, that we premiered last year, and now premiering Spark that we're going to be having on sale here within the next 12 months, is really just the beginning of what people are going to see from Chevrolet product after product. So this is an important step, but it's one that now takes us to the current age with Chevy product in a way we haven't been there before.
These are challenging times for the motor industry, and is Chevrolet keen that they are in the right position now?
Well, it's interesting you say that. I mean, let me give you a little bit of history, Bob. We look back to what happened in 2008. We grew again last year. We had a record year, through 500,000 cars, 507,000 vehicles in Europe. We were up 11% in a market that was down. We made good money last year, and our dealers were successful and making pretty good money as well. And even in this crisis, 2009 looks like our volume's going to be down with everybody, but we're going to do pretty well from a market share standpoint. So Chevy is still on the move, and we've been doing that, as I said, with a transition portfolio of products, not with all the powertrains that we would have liked to have had, and a relatively narrow lineup. We have 8 models. Some of our competitors have 12, 13 models, and we drove a 2.3% market share last year, up 0.3, actually the #1 market share growth brand among all brands in Europe last year. So I think now when we get products like Cruze and like Spark added to our lineup, we're going to take this to a new level. In fact, I've said pretty consistently that we're going to double the business again. We've doubled since I came over here in 2006. We're about 240,000 cars to now more than 500,000. We're going to have a little dip in the volume because the whole industry is suffering. But after that, I think the next 5-6 year time frame, we could double the business from where we were in 2008 again. I think 1 million cars is in the Chevy's future in Europe sometime, probably beyond my time here, but I think the team's going to be able to drive it home.
And how important is it that you listen to your customers? This car was chosen partly by what your customers told you on your website.
Yeah, this was pretty exciting because you know the history, and maybe for those who are watching this, they don't. We had 3 concept cars in the mini segment. We had what was called the Beat, which was the predecessor to this vehicle. We had the Trax, which was a more SUV type execution of a mini vehicle. And we had the Groove, which was a very urban kind of cruiser kind of concept. And we asked people all over the world through motor shows where we showed those products over the last couple of years, what do you think? Which one of these cars do you think would be the best expression for real use, real lifestyle action on the road? And the Beat, which was the predecessor of this car, won by an astounding number of millions of votes out in front of the rest. So what I'm really proud about is that our designers were able to take that concept, which was fairly aggressive, a lot of reach in that design, and they were able to execute it almost exactly like the concept. So what you see here sitting today on this floor here in Geneva as we're launching this vehicle as a world premiere is a car that's going to be on the road. It's going to look like this. It's going to feel like this. It's not a future dream like a concept anymore. They've made this a reality, and it's exactly what the public had asked us for. So that's pretty exciting.